What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with IBA Week 1. We're going against rival Roki and his something Typhlosions. I'm sorry. I always blank on team names sometimes. I look at it and I just forget. I think this is his first time doing draft. I don't know about his exact like experience with competitive Pokemon in general. But I think this is his first draft league, which is awesome. It's awesome to see new faces enter the format and enter the community as well. So make sure to go ahead and check him out, as well as all the other lovely IBA coaches down in the description below. And without further ado, we're going to get into this one. We're going to click A. I think he is also doing an intro, but we're going to go ahead and click A. Hopefully his intro is not too long. I hope it's more so like a little quick how do you do to start the match, but we shall see. We are clicking A. I don't know if he's clicked A yet, but we shall see. I'm just going to take a sip of this water. But I'm excited, but also like nervous because like with new people that are especially new to Mons, it's hard to read them because if you play like a more competitive person that's well experienced and you make certain plays in there, but sometimes if you make certain plays against a newer player, they can tend to backfire. So I'll have to like basically stick my toe in the water and see how he will play and then make the appropriate reads from there. So it'll be fun. He does have a very scary team actually. Let me actually, now that I think about it, let me go ahead and pull up my calcs and whatnot as well so we can see. Make sure I have my calcs in and then pull up Showdown so I can pull up the Mons I predict him to bring. We see, okay, so we see Feral, Latios. We see no Conch, which is awesome. I was very scared of Conch. We see the Crocodile. We see the Volcanion. We do see the Galv. And then we also see no Tapu Fini. Okay. So we see Crobat. So honestly, right here, I feel very comfortable leading Rotom. There's nothing that really threatens it out too much aside from the Sticky Web is very annoying. Actually, I don't have any removal. But I do have Boots on my Coco, and I do have a Scarf on my Zapdos, and webs don't even affect Zapdos too much anyway. So I think we're comfortable leading Rotom. Rotom has a very solid matchup against the majority of his Mons, aside from like Lottie and potentially like Scarf Volcania, but I doubt it is because that's the only real switch into Melmetal. So yeah, I feel comfortable leading Rotom. We do have his team up, which is cool. Surprised to see like no Conch and no Finny. I thought for sure he'd bring Finny, but that's cool because now I have terrain turns for longer, and I can just click Thunder Punch, which is cool. So Thunder Punch, Melmetal, and terrain is gonna be doing very good damage for sure. Spike Jones, so he does lead the Pharaoh. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're gonna lead the Rotom. I'm just gonna click Overheat. Because I'm not too sure what this. I could Nasty Plot, I could also Volt Switch, but I just feel comfortable going for Overheat. If he switches out to say like he doesn't switch out, so we're just gonna Overheat right here. This could be Sash. Do we see a Sash? Do we see a Sash? Because it didn't go. No, we don't see a Sash. So Pharaoh's gone. So his only way of hazards aside from Crook are gone. Because it might be offensive Crook. Yeah. So good thing we just clicked the button right there to see what would happen. So we easily get the Overheat off. Very nice. He could go Volcanion here. He could also go Lottie. Lottie would actually be very solid if he does choose to go Lottie. Lottie probably makes the most sense. King K Rule, that's going to be Crook. Okay, so that's fair. Do we see Intimidate or do we see that it's Moxie? We see Moxie. So this thing right here, I feel comfortable going out into Burb. I could lose my Scarf if it is knockoff. That's the only problem. But even then, I can just safely. I want to lose my Scarf. I think it's fine if we. I think it's okay. Because Rotom is still valuable. Puts in a lot of work. So I'm just gonna go Burb. Because I assume we'd see like a Rock move or a potential knockoff here. One of those two. We should be able to eat it comfortably. Stone Edge, alright, cool. He does land it. Alright, cool. Eat that relatively well. I feel comfortable just going for a Thunderous Kick here. Because what else do you go out into? I also feel comfortable just U-turning. Might see a switch from him. Might not. Don't know. He did opt to stay in with Pharaoh, so maybe I should have just hit what's in front of me. But I feel like you would want to swap because I feel like you would want to swap. I feel like swapping would be bad. I feel like you have a free Crobat right there, so you should go into Crobat. I feel like that'd be the appropriate play. So he does withdraw. Okay, nice. Very nice, very nice. So we do get a fat U-turn off on the Crobat. And we could go Coco. We could even go Melmetal. I feel comfortable going Coco. I mean, it could outspeed though, because it is a speed type, but I'm not speed creeping it. Rotom is relatively free as well, or Melmetal for that matter. Like, nothing really wants to take anything from Melmetal. Yeah, because what would be your switching? Volcanion potentially. So, what gives me the most immediate like momentum? Rotom is cool. I think Melmetal's fine. I'm down for Melmetal. Because this thing can't really touch my Melmetal unless it's like Nasty Plot Heat Wave. And if that's the case, then that's a very solid bring. And I can just Thunder Punch here. If he goes Crook, then he goes Crook. Solid switch in. Can't fault him for it. He could read that for sure. Does opt to U-turn. Very nice. But looking at his team, I mean, he could go Galv. Galv wouldn't be bad. Doesn't take the hit, but at least he like gets it in and he can get up webs, which don't affect me too much. Because like I said earlier, Boots Coco and Scarf Zapdos. Even though Zapdos doesn't get deterred by webs, we still keep the speed tier, which is very important. Doesn't affect my Scally though, my Caterpie, which is unfortunate. So, I don't know, who do you go into? I feel like we see Volcanion. If I had to guess, I don't think you go your Lottie here. That's a very aggressive play. Could cost you as well. I guess I could have been like 4 moves and stuff. I contemplated a lot about my Melmetal set. I wasn't sure what 4 moves to go with. Valstrax, who's that gonna be? Gonna be the Lottie. So very solid. Dang, I could have just whatchamacalled it. That's crazy. That still does a lot. Like, look, it was a crit. I apologize. Still did a lot though. That's a lot for, oh my goodness. Melmetal's busted. Now I thought he would go Volcanion. But I think we can just double Iron Bash right here. We would pick up the KO. The strongest thing he can hit us with is like Aura Sphere, Mystical Fire. He does have the Mystical Fire. We should eat this relatively well. Does a solid amount. Does lower our special attack, so unfortunately our special attack, we're not going to be able to fire off our Specs Melmetal. But this will just clean up with the Lottie. Hit one time, no crit. Melmetal's just that borked. That's crazy. I've been wanting to use Melmetal for a long time, and it's just fun being able to use it. So that's cool. He could go Crook right here, which would make sense. Yeah. Even then, because I felt like going Volcanion made a lot of sense there. So it'd be interesting to see his like reasoning and stuff. And I know he's like a new player and stuff, but you know, it's always cool to like help out people, to me, like especially people, you know, that are new to the game and stuff. Because I was there, I've been there, so it's always like, you know, I appreciate anybody who's helped me along the way. It's just awesome. I just go Guzzy here. We go Guzzy, and we're gonna see the special Guzzy. This is for Addison. Shout out to Addison. This is just for Addison. There we go. We got the Rainbow Guzzingtons. Fire Blast does miss. I apologize for that. Right here, we can go for a knockoff with little drawback unless you go Crook. So I guess Dragon Claw is cool. For like, cause it hits everything. So Dragon Claw makes the most amount of sense. So. Yeah, I apologize for the miss, though. That is very unfortunate. But we can just go ahead and fire off a lovely little Dragon Claw. It should do a good amount. GUZZLORD to a Volcanion. We don't know. If it's max HP, let's see. Ooh, excuse me. If it's just max HP, Dragon Claw doesn't do that much, actually. Wow. Only does like 29 to 34. Volcanion's just a thicky boy. Alright, so we'll be able to get Jeff. We'll catch Jeff, which is cool. So Dragon Claw is a solid amount. Right here we can just swap out into either Coco. Does Coco give us a lot of momentum? I would say so, unless he volt switches. And we fire off a Dazzling Gleam. I think so. I could go Rotom. But I feel comfortable going Coco right here. I do feel very comfortable going Coco here. I don't want to take a Buzz. Might even see webs right now. but we resist the bug buzz with Coco and we get up terrain. And then we have the special Coco here. This Coco was inspired by Coco from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I try to give it the colorway because, you know, they share the name, even though they're spelled differently. But we do see the bug buzz. Nice. So we'll be able to tank this relatively well. And we can just fire off a Dazzling Gleam because we will be faster than this and we should be able to pick up the KO. If he goes into Crook, that's fine because we bop it. So he does op Sand. Cool. So Jeff goes down. Jeff the Spider goes down. At this point, we could see Crook. I assume it could be potentially Scarf. Because normally when you see Moxie Crook, it's either going to be like Scale Shot or it's going to be Scarf. Could be banned if it has the speed tier or if it's like a late game cleaner. But for sure, definitely would assume it is Scarf for the most part. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see who he goes out into here. Yeah, it's a tough spot for him. Granted, we do see the Crobat. Don't outspeed this thing. I just want to see, can we eat from an offensive Crobat? If it's max attack with, let's say, Cross Poison, I think is the strongest hit it gets. 61 to 72. We are at 134. So we're out of range. So I could just hit it with a T-Bolt. Or I could just hit it with a Volt Switch. Volt Switch seems like it will do the job because it's in range for 100%. If it's not max HP. So I'll just go for a Volt Switch. We do see the Cross Poison. There's a lot. Do we get the poison? He does not get the poison. Or does it only have a chance to crit? Does it crit and poison? Oh, it hung on by a sliver. Was it out of range or did it get low rolled? I think I got low rolled. So at this point, I just what do I do here? I could go Rotom. I just go Burb. Burb gives me good positioning. I can U-turn and I can go back out into Coco. To be fair. If he wants to save this thing. But I doubt it. So if I just U-turn here, I pick up the KO. I go out into... I could just lock myself in a Brave Bird, but I don't really want to take hits from Volcanion, so I'm just going to U-turn. So maybe it's not Scarf Crook. It might not be. Oh, he's Scarf Crobat. Okay. Fair. Does get the poison. That's okay. Crobat will go down here. So he's Scarf Crobat. Interesting. I guess he just wanted to make sure that he outsped my Coco, which is fair. But we see the Scarf Crobat. Crobat does go down. Zapdos gets a KO, which is cool. Could go out into Scolipede, but like it's not. Volcanion has no damage on it. So I think does going out into Rotom make the most sense? Because it helps. Yeah, going out into Rotom makes the most sense. We still have terrain. Does terrain disappear right here? I don't think it does. I think we have like one turn left. I hope. Nice. So we can click Rising Voltage if Volcanion comes in because we should outspeed barring a Scarfer. So King K. Rool comes in. Stone Edge will do a lot. I'm okay with letting Melmetal go down here. Because then it opens up going into Burb for free. Because we did take some damage from that Cross Poison and we are poisoned. So 2 Stone Edges. I think even at the range we're at, I don't think we could. I don't know if we could take one. We might be able to. But we'll just sack Melmetal here. Goes for Stone Edge. Cool. We should be able to eat this comfortably. Very nice. So we'll see if it's Scarf here. If it's not Scarf, we just go Coco. And then Coco basically cleans up. So we'll see if it's Scarf. Terrain does disappear. I have no reason to not click Double Iron Bash. I could cook Body Press. Let me see. Melmetal to Crook. I just want to see which one does more. I assume that Double Iron Bash would do more. Yeah, 100%. So we'll just click Double Iron Bash. And also it could be, it might be Scarf. It could definitely be 100% Scarf. So there's Volcanion. We'll Double Iron Bash here. See if it's like Rocky Helmet or something. There's nothing because it is quad resisted. We see lefties. Our lefties procs. So he's probably heavy duty boots. And we could just go into our Guzzlord here because we could save this for the Crook so it doesn't get locked. So kind of has to make a decision between EQ and Stone Edge. Because I think he would have clicked EQ right there if it was not Scarf. So we brought 2 Scarfers, which makes sense because when you have something like Coco, you know, people opt to bring Scarfs. Any fast tier mons like Coco, Dragapult, all that stuff, even though Dragapult's not in this league because we banned it. So who do we go into Guzz. Could see a Steam Eruption, see a Earth Power, should be able to eat this comfortably. Cool. So what I actually will do, I'll just opt to knock off here because if he does go out into the crook, then I can knock off its Scarf or its potential item. So we'll see, because knocking off a Scarf would be very beneficial to us. This thing could be Scarf as well, actually. No idea. So not Scarf. Okay, Sludge Wave should, I mean, it'll tickle a little bit because it's very thick. We're gonna knock off here. We probably see boots. If I had to guess. Yep, there's the boots. So now we just go for a Dragon Claw here, because we have no reason not to. We won't pick up the KO, but 2 of them will do it, and he can't KO us in return unless he could neuter us for sure with a burn from Steam Eruption if he wanted to do that, if he opted to do that. Sludge Wave, so he's gonna go for the poison, I assume, which is fair. Look at all that HP that Guzzington has. Oh my goodness, this is a fat boy. Yep. And now we can just go ahead and click Dragon Claw one more time. There's a Sludge Wave. Very nice. I think then we could go into Zap, but it would be, I'd rather not let Crook get a boost. So if he does lock himself into Earthquake on our Melmetal switch in, then that's fine, because we'll lose our Melmetal, but then we get a free turn into Zap, and then we can just close combat, unless it's been Choppled this whole time. So, or we just let this thing, or we just let GUZZLORD go down, to be honest, and we just go for a knock ourselves, or now we just go for Dragon Claw, try to get optimal damage. He might even go for CC. Goes for knock. That did quite a bit. We're gonna Dragon Claw here. Does do some damage. We'll lose our Guzzington. I go be cool. Yeah, I would just Dragon Claw. So Guzzington goes down. I didn't get to show off my Scolipede, unfortunately. Didn't get to hit the field. I wanted to show the custom skin. I didn't do one for Rotom or Melmetal, because I wasn't sure what direction to take it. But we'll just go into Burb right here, because we'll outspeed it 100%. And then we can just CC. So even if he is Scarf, we'll outspeed. So I'm fine with that. So we will close combat 100%, right? Yes. I don't know why I thought about it so long. We're just gonna close combat here, pick up the KO. GG's to Roki for sure. That was a fun one. Always fun going against new people. Make sure to go check them out for sure. We brought some interesting things, like that Scarf Crobat was good to, it also was kind of nice in theory to catch off my Zapdos, because I 100% did not anticipate Crobat to be Scarfed. And it's nice to catch my Coco off guard as well. If I were to try to go for like a speed type, or if I was yeah, basically just if I wasn't going to be max speed, or if I just, you know, just good to catch him off guard. But GG's 100%. We do pick up a 5-0 dub this week. Very nice going into the week. I think next week we play our homie, our Prep City companion, Trexo. So that's going to be a fun one. But yeah, make sure to go check them out as well, the other IBA coaches down below. And if you are new here, go ahead and click subscribe and click that notification bell if you guys did like this content and want more of it. And if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up down below, and make sure to comment and stuff about the skins or whatever. You know, it's always fun interacting with you guys. But without further ado, I'm your boy Jay. I'm gonna get up at your hair, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.